I hope that you are truly, truly, truly living in your greatest purpose. If you have not tapped into your power, your deepest, that thing, that hub that is within that you get to access, I hope that you are accessing it or learning to access it, because it's definitely time for that. I feel like it's always been time, really. It's always been time. Yet I feel like the energy right now is just a tad different. A tad different. I know we're always going to say that, right? Every year we're going to say, oh, this year is different than the last. Um, Yet this year, I feel like there's just more of a sense of urgency. And this is the message that I received before coming on this live. Okay. As always, I'm not always sure where the message is going to go. Um, and, Spirit says, okay, this is what we're talking about. I'm like, all right, let's go. Well, sometimes I'm like, you sure about that? But, I listen anyway, right? So there's something about a sense of urgency right now. Okay. I know that, my message is always, I hope that you are living in your greatest purpose. And truly, 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 right now, it is a time more than ever to assure that you are living in your greatest purpose. Okay? And part of what that means is being true to yourself. Being true to yourself. Oh, yeah, shining light. You are about to connect with nature. Yes. Take them shoes off and just, connect with nature, the wind, all the elements. Yes, indeed. Hi, Jim. Good to see you. So truly right now, there is a sense of urgency to live in your greatest purpose. And I know that even as I'm saying this, there are some folks that are like, look at her talking about that BS again. Look at her, talking some stuff, some fluff. I don't even know what she talking about. Why is she on here talking about this? And I'm not laughing at you if you are thinking this. It's more so me laughing at myself, because even I sometimes, I think about the subject matter and I'm like, well, you know what? To someone who is not fully awakened, or let me not put it that way because some people might get offended. For someone who is not really in tune, and just know that you're not always going to vibe with everyone's message. Okay. If this message doesn't resonate with you, it's not for you, and it's okay. And you're not always going to vibe with everyone's energy. That's okay. Right. But if you would allow me to be myself, my full authentic self, which is, what it's really been about. It's about being your authentic self, being you, not really. And I feel like some of you already know this, like, not subscribing to anyone's version of you, or what they think you should be doing, or what direction they think you should be going. Like, when I'm talking about that sense of urgency, I truly feel like it's a time when the universe is like, listen, you better get in alignment. Okay. Like, I feel like the universe is saying, you better get in alignment. In alignment, what does that mean? That means that when I tell you, when I tell you to do X, Y, and Z, move forward and do it. Okay, move forward and do it. And many a times we are not quite sure why it is that Spirit is telling us to move left, move right, go here, go there. And it's a lot of times, it's not until after we find out, like, oh, that's why you said to go here. Okay. And then it's like, hopefully from that experience, you learn that, like, your spirit guides are truly, truly here to protect you, They have your best interest at heart. Like, you have your best interest at heart, because I'm not separating spirit from you. You are spirit, right? There is a part of you that essentially has your best interest at heart, like to protect, preserve this physical body. There is that entity that is within, is here for that, to assure that this physical body is protected. There is an interest for that, because the spirit seeks to continually live and, continuously, everlasting, right? So when your spirit guides speak to you, when you speak to yourself, okay, because I'm going to put it that way. Oftentimes when we say spirit guides, it sounds like it's something outside of yourself. It's you speaking to yourself. And there is that part of you that is within that has your best interest at heart, right? Because without this physical body, the spirit it doesn't have a hub. It doesn't have a place or a physical, entity for it to do the things that it needs to do or gets to do in this physical realm. Of course, it continues to function and do what it's supposed to do in the spiritual realm. You're able to do what you're doing here on this material plane because of this physical body. So essentially, the spirit that is within naturally wants to preserve this body of yours, right? This physical body of yours. It wants to preserve it because this is how it accomplishes its purpose. So when your spirit guides, when your highest self tells you to move left, right, or whatever, a lot of times, of course, if you are in tune, in alignment, it is partly to preserve, the whole self, so that way you can continue and carry out your purpose. So right now, it is essential. There's like a sense of urgency that you absolutely listen to you, okay? And don't doubt yourself. Move in your full power without any shadow of a doubt. Move in your power. When your spirit is telling you, okay, move left, listen. And whatever it is that presents itself as noise, because a lot of times when we doubt ourselves, it's because of like that outside noise that's coming in, trying to, infiltrate. You get to do what you get to do to make sure that you block out that noise, because a lot of times when we doubt ourselves, it's due to the noise. It's due to that noise essentially becomes doubt. And then it's like your spirit guides will tell you something, or yourself, and then, you don't listen. So there's a sense of urgency to absolutely listen to the higher part of who we are. It's essential that we listen to ourselves first and foremost, before we listen to anything else outside of ourselves, because you are your best source. You are your best guide. And this sense of urgency that I'm getting, part of it also has to do with your guides giving you instructions on removing yourself from certain situations, people, places that are no longer serving your highest good, right? It's essential that we listen to that, because again, a lot of times we don't know why until afterwards. So listen to that higher self. There's definitely a sense of urgency to do that. And many of you will connect with this. You're aware of this. It's like you've received confirmations of this. Some of you are already finding yourself doing this as we speak. There are certain people, places, things that you've already distanced yourself from, right? Whether it's that job that, the universe is like, that ain't for you. Why it's not for you? Because it is preventing you from elevating yourself. So, okay, we need to, make sure that we separate or remove ourselves from that. Or it could be that person that you just thought was your soulmate, your twin flame. And you were just like, woo, Like a whirlwind thing. You just thought that that was it. And it wasn't, right? And that you were removed from. So whatever it is that you're being removed from, whoever it is that you're being removed from, there's a reason for that. There's a sense of urgency, and it's essential that we trust. Okay, it's essential that we trust, even though we may not have the full picture of where it's going, what's happening next. Like, we don't always have the full picture. When we make the decisions that we do, and we trust in our spirit guides, you know, to like go forward, we don't always have the full picture. And yet that's what it means to trust. So it is absolutely urgent that we continue to trust. We trust in our spirit guides. We trust in us. Okay. We trust in that higher part of us, and the ability that we have to make the decisions that are best for us. All right. So I hope that you truly are living in your greatest purpose. I hope the sun is shining wherever you are. I hope that you are seeing the full extent of your power, because year 9 is a year that is not joking with anyone.